What's going on, people? Happy to be with you guys today. Listen, I want to give you guys just a quick intro. We got a whole bunch of new people on board with the channel, so I just want to introduce myself. My call sign is Blitz. I'm the owner-operator of The Survival Outpost. Obviously, you find us right here on YouTube, also on Facebook at facebook.com/The Survival Outpost, and then also on our main website at thesurvivaloutpost.com, and then scattered around other social media sites like Instagram and Twitter at those same names, The Survival Outpost. So anyways, I just want to welcome the new people on board and talk to you guys a little bit about a scenario that I've been going through in my mind, kind of rehashing, and I think it's going to give you guys a little bit of a different take on how to set up your evacuation strategy if you do end up in a situation where you have to leave your home, where you have to leave your primary residence, your castle, and you don't have a choice, and you have to literally bug out and hit the road, and you're using your vehicle and the gear you have in your vehicle to accomplish that task. So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word bug out? Obviously, it's kind of common sense, right? You're going to grab all your gear, you're going to toss in the truck, and you're going to hit the road, and you're going to travel to your safe zone, your survival retreat, your $1.5 million bunker in the mountains, whatever that case is. But for that journey, you need a specific amount of supplies and gear to get there, right? So you can do one of two things, right? First of all is what I thought. I was like, okay, throw all the gear in the truck and hit the road. No big deal, right? I'll live out of my gear on the way to my primary location, to my survival retreat. And then I started thinking about it and thought, you know what? That doesn't even make any sense, because if I do that, then by the time I end up there, the gear that I have with me is probably emptied out of food. I'm pretty low on water, and I'm kind of arriving with nothing unless I have stockpiles on hand or stuff like that. I might be in a tight situation. And then let's think about something where you're on your way to that location and your vehicle breaks down and you got to hoof it on foot. What are you going to do if you've already gone through half your rations? So in my mind, the bug out scenario with your vehicle means that your gear, your bug out bags, inch bag, whatever, you're going to leave that crap alone. You don't want to use that unless you actually have to, unless you're on foot and you have to, live out of your bag, right? So that's where I came up with the concept in my head of a survival food kit. And that's what we got right here, is basically it's just a survival cook set with food, right? All the stuff that I need to cook on the road without touching my bag. So that's what we're going to have a look at today. I'm going to show you guys what I got in here, and hopefully give you guys some ideas, maybe putting one of these together yourself, or maybe modifying your gear a little bit to accommodate for more food, more water, stuff like that. So let's get down to it. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on in here. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a high-level view of my survival food kit. You see we got dehydrated food here. There's a water purification and fire kit here. Lots of water. In this Coleman bag here, I got my 2-burner stove, propane bottles, miscellaneous bowls, measuring cups, cooking utensils, all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get into this, starting with this Coleman bag and what I got in here. Okay guys, so this is my old school 2-burner beater Coleman propane stove. I've had this thing for years. It's served me well in a variety of situations, and it's just simple. It's stupid simple, and that's what you want in a survival cook set. You want something that's very simple, easy to use, and the fuel itself, you see that propane bottle over there? Hell, $4 at Walmart and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this test here, show you guys how long it takes to boil up 2 cups of water, because on average, dehydrated meals like what you see there, freeze-dried stuff, is going to take about 2 cups of water. You're lucky if you get away with less than that. So you can see this is already coming to boil. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to bring 2 cups of water to boil. So that's for one person. Now imagine if you're feeding your family on the road. You're going to have another pan on that burner, and it's probably going to take you maybe a total of 10 minutes to bring food for 3 to 4 people up to boil, get it cooked, and then maybe another 5 minutes to part it all out and get it seasoned, and then get it in the mouths of the people who want to eat. And that's just kind of how I look at this situation. All I need is this little stove. I don't need something fancy. Just give me a couple pots and pans, propane bottle, the stove, and hell, I'm good to go. And of course, I'm pretty much OCD, so since my my pan and my pot don't have measuring increments inside, I got these little collapsible measuring cups, which are great. And then of course I got these large containers, 1 gallon, that I clean out and just stow away. So we end up having 3 of these in here, plus the stove, and then plus all the freeze-dried, dehydrated meals I'm about to show you guys. Alright, so lunch is looking pretty damn good. That's that Southwest beef and masa. Got 660 calories right here, and that's perfect because, you know, in even typical situations, and even more so in a survival situation, you want each meal to give you about a minimum of 300 and a maximum of about 500 calories. So this hits that mark real well, and smells damn good. So I'm gonna get a little something to eat here. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of good stuff here, right? I got this from Valley Food Storage. I got a 72-hour kit from them a while back that came with a ton of great food. Each one of these bags has about 5 servings in it, the 25-year shelf life. It also came with a Soul Medic survival kit, a mini multi-tool, and some other cool stuff. So I'm going to have a review for that, probably the whole kit down the road. But anyways, that's what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of this stuff. Everything from enchilada beans and rice to strawberry cream of wheat, pasta primavera, chili, all the good stuff. Obviously, got to have some bowls to eat with, right? Got to have some utensils to go with those bowls. Now over here we got Wise Food Company, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. Each one of these is 2 servings. Now, granted, this is not my favorite food, but in a pinch, hey, it works. And I got this bag, 99-cent deal from Walmart. You can pick these up all damn day long, and they only take 2 cups of water to cook once again. So that's, like I say, guys, that's what you can pretty much expect. So that's why you need a nice big stockpile of water over here. I got 3 gallons because you're going to go through this real quick if you're cooking these meals. Then over here, got some granola bars. What do we got here? 10 of these. And these are really good. There's 140 calories a pop. So that's a nice little nutritional snack there. Obviously, I got some trash bags, you know, for trash and stuff like that. And then some Ziplocs in here in the bottom for storing food that I don't actually finish eating. So got all that here. And then finally, right here, obviously I got to have another pan for cooking. So we got a skillet here. I'm thinking maybe down the road to add some, you know, freeze-dried or dehydrated eggs, maybe some sort of meat, stuff like that. Can opener, spatula, and then, of course, those measuring cups that you saw. And that's about it. So that's the food setup. You guys saw the stove. Let's go ahead and have a look at what else I got in here. And I'm going to show you also the container that I'm storing this in, which was actually a really damn good deal, and it's working out really good for me. So let's go ahead and have a look at what else I got in the box. Okay, so let's first get started by looking at my water purification and fire kit. Up here I have stuffed in this knockoff from a famous US brand flashlight made by Lumentop, and it just works out really well. It's a very powerful flashlight, and yeah, it's a knockoff made overseas, but who cares? The price was good and it works for me, right? So thought it might be a nice idea just to have an extra one of these on hand. Slips in here, and yeah, you kind of forget about it. So anyways, that's that. Open this up. We got water purification, the Sawyer Mini. I love these things. Now, I will be honest with you, it would be nice to have a pump style filter like a Katadyn in here, and that's a plan down the road to upgrade with that, because you can only purify so much water with this. It's more of like a personal water filtration system, not something set up for more than one person, in my opinion. Now, can you use it for more than one person? Absolutely, but for large quantities of water purification, this is going to take forever, right? So that's something on the list to upgrade to, is a you know, pump system, MSR or something along those lines. But anyways, got that there. Got my fire kit here. I'm already using the lighter out of here, but you can see I got some wet fire. You know, a classic you know, flint and steel striker, some matches, tinder, stuff like that. So got that stowed away here, secured with this little gear stretchy band. And then here, batteries. And then here in this zipper, got some other odds and ends. Got this fire square here. Now this is pretty cool. I got this from a company. They wanted me to check it out. Let me know what I thought of it. And what this does, it's 100% green, recyclable, and it folds out like this. And you basically put a stick through this to hold it. You light the stick, and then the whole thing just lights up, and you get a fire going with, yeah, stupid, quick, simple kind of thing. So got that there. It doesn't take up any space, so why not? silk key, I always have those around, and then more options for water purification because, you know, like I've said before, water is kind of an essential part of survival. So we got all that in this pouch. Now let's go ahead and move on to what we got next here, and that is this tarp. So I figured with this, what the hell, why not have some sort of shelter related item with me in this kit? Because the thing is what if I want to set up a little bit of tarp so I can do some cooking outside, or what if I want to run the tarp off the back of my truck to give myself a little more shelter? So I have this here, can't go wrong with it, and it really doesn't take up that much space. I can always use the ground cloth to sit on and have a nice little picnic. Well, you know, we wait for the zombie apocalypse to strike us. So anyways, got that here, and then of course, if you're going to have shelter, you're going to have to need some sort of paracord. This is my trusty paracord spool, got 100 feet on here, plus this little lighter, and this is cool. I think I've showed you guys this before, but this should, you know, just pops right out of here like you saw. You can clean up the ends, cut them right here on the surface, and do what you got to do, and it keeps it all nice and organized. So that's what I got there for shelter setup if I want to do some outdoor cooking. Now let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the items that I got in this box, and then we'll wrap up. Alright, so let's see what else we got in here. We got Survival Medic kit that, like I mentioned, came from Valley Food Storage as part of their 72-hour supplies, which this is nice. You know, I love redundancy, and this has, you know, shelter, fire, signaling, all those bases covered in here, which is great. So I tossed it in there, you know, why not? Right here, I got these survival food tabs, and I just had a little bit of extra space, and these are just a meal replacement. They're really good, really tasty, and I got a whole big old bottle of these, so toss those in there as well. Then I got a whole box of these fire squares right here, those ones that I showed you before, so can't go wrong with that. I'm going to toss that in there, of course. And then finally, got a few chem lights, and that's pretty much it. Now, when we look at the box here, you can see there's a lot of space in here, a lot of room. It's not a, you know, a super expensive container. I picked this up at Wally World for about 25, 30 bucks. It's made by Sterilite, as you can see there. It's got some, you know, pretty heavy duty latches there. It's got a grab handle here, and then also what's cool is it's got wheels on the bottom, right? So when I'm taking this bad boy out of the garage, all I got to do is just grab it by this handle here and wheel it right out, and I'm ready to go. So that's pretty much it for the box, and this is obviously what I put my entire survival food kit in there, and I can do that with this size because, you know, I got the Ford Expedition, I dropped down that back seat, and I got a ton of room. Okay guys, so listen, I gotta say, that is the best dehydrated meal I've had in a long time. It's that Southwest style masa with beef made by Alpine Air. So if you need to re-up on your supplies, man, check this out. I think I bought this on rei.com, but I think they're also available on Amazon. Hopefully I'll post up some links for that if I recall. But anyways, good stuff right here. And overall, the test run with the survival food kit went really good. You know, you can see it's easy enough for me to have everything I need on hand, whip myself up some good food, and I'm good to go. So anyways, I hope that gives you guys some good ideas on how to maybe put together something like this for yourself. Obviously, I welcome thoughts, comments, suggestions, criticisms, all that kind of good stuff. And, you know, as I sit here and I think about this, there's definitely some stuff I can change, some additions. You know, like I said, more kid-friendly food to accommodate my family. A pump-style water filter would be nice. And, I don't know, I definitely need some sort of dish rag and dish soap to clean up, you know, after eating. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure as I review the video and look at it a little bit more, I'll probably come up with some more stuff. Definitely want to hear you guys' input, so hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Till next time, you all know the drill. Get out there and train, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.